I have no idea where I am in this, guys. Does my controller not plug in? I was like, my controller is not working. All right, what were we doing? Why are we back here? Why are we back here? I think I was doing missions. I think I was just doing side quests. No, I remember where we are. I remember where we... Wait, no, this isn't where I thought we were. Oh, maybe, yeah, this is where I thought we were. Jesus. Oh my god, dude. I completely forgot where we were. Is this... Alright, so I think we got to take out 6 of these. We can't get this way. I'm trying to remember where we were going, chat. There was like... We needed to get around this building. Didn't we need to get around this building? Can we land on this? Nope. Okay. We're gonna die. We're dead. There was literally nothing I could do there. That was big sad. What a good time to revive. All right. I can't remember if we need to go down or up. We'll figure it out. Okay. We need to get in here. We can't go in this way. I don't think we can go in over here. We can't jump that, right? No, we can't jump it. We need to get in there somehow. Looks like maybe we go around to get in there. Looks like it. Looks like we gotta go this way. This seems... No, this is wrong. We came from that way. Maybe we gotta go down. Maybe we gotta go down, chat. We don't remember. Alright, let's go down. See what we got here. Alright, let's go down here. I don't remember. Alright, more down. I think we were in here at one point, but there, yeah, I mean, it's obviously gonna be where we go. Alright. Yep, and we did this, and we came over here. There's a crate in there. To get that, we gotta go outside. I remember that. We go outside to get that, right? And then we gotta go up here? Question mark? Okay. I don't remember the buttons. This is gonna be kind of brutal. Oh yeah, this is definitely gonna be brutal. That's fine, we'll figure it out. What's the worst that's gonna happen? We're just gonna die a bunch? That's perfectly normal. Alright, let's go over here. I think we need to go up. I think we went around last time. Let's go up. Let's see what's up. Can we go up? Doesn't look like we can go up here. We cannot. Okay, this way. Oh, I thought he was like swinging. There we go. Are you still alive? All right, let's go like this. There we go. And dead. All right, let's see what we got here. Around the corner. Oh, my triangle's not ready. Like this. We've got plenty. Oh, we took damage over that. That's a big suck. All right. It's a shield guy. Do we got anything over here that's gonna hit me in the back? No. Okay. Might as well take this guy out. Dead. Okay. All right. So, and then I think we got to go out that window? Question mark. Yeah, we do. Okay, we just got to go out that window. All right, so we're back to where I think we were last time? Question mark. I remember doing this. I don't remember exactly what we did here. It looks like I can go to the right. Why would we go to the right? I can drop down. You think maybe that... Is this the window we were trying to get into earlier? It looks like it. Okay. Got in here. Okay. Go like this. Over. Over. Up. Up. Over. Y'all. Alright, we're doing good. Nope. Keep going over. There was an up here, but I don't think we can grab that. It shows it as like an up, but I think we just got to go up. How do we do that? I think maybe go in this window. This looks right. Yep, this looks right. We got some hiders here though. And there. All right, doing good, doing good. We'll cook. A lot of shit. A lot of shit in here, boys. We don't have a lot of this. We probably should use the other one, but it's fine. Probably should use that. We got a lot of those. All right. What's back here? It's on the other side of the wall. Okay, let's go this way. Enemy there. What enemies do we got over here? We got some bad stuff. Let's take this fucker out first. There we go. All right, that was easy. And here, I feel like we're strong. I feel like we're really strong. I feel like we got this. Let me fucking turn my camera a little bit so I can move around. There we go. All right, easy game. Easy game, right? You're gonna be a bitch. Easy enough. Doing those fucking parries way too early. Oh, dude, I didn't realize it was going to be that many hits. I knew I needed to heal. I knew I needed to heal. I didn't think it was going to be that many hits. I was going to heal after the fact. Dude, I got to go all that again. I guess we're just going to fight less. We'll just fight less or we'll fight faster. We don't really need to fight everything, so... Just go this way. Honestly, it's not that far. It's really not that far. We can probably get there pretty quick. We've got 7 skill points, so... Here we go. Made it out of that. Bro, I gotta stop face tanking these. I gotta stop face tanking. Just gotta do it. Just gotta stop face tanking. Didn't mean to use that, but whatever, it's fine. Wait for this guy to turn it. Oh shit, where did you come from? Didn't see you at all. Try to get to the other guy for an ambush. I'd like to ambush him just to make my fight that much easier. Just do that. Beat him like they owe you money. Dude, I'm trying. I'm trying. You can definitely tell I'm a little rusty. You can definitely tell I'm a little rusty. Alright. Those guys are more irritating than this guy. Or big rusty. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely see me not fucking hitting my parries and just face tanking too much. That guy just came out of nowhere. Let's do this real quick. We've been saving these up for these guys. Let's just put that in there really quick. Just hold this for me. Thank you. Easy enough, right? Alright, I think... Gonna go around the corner. There's this guy again that we got to deal with, like last time. That was easy enough. Now we've got another one of these, like the multi-hitters, like that guy, and we've got his battle buddy here. So, should I take out the battle buddy first? Get out of that. Too early, man. We gotta stop fucking choking. We gotta stop choking these parries. Hold that for me. Easy enough. Okay, moving right along. Wait for this guy to turn around. We'll do the same thing to him. We'll three-peek his ass. Is he gonna turn around or not? Wait for him to turn around. We'll see if we can. We'll see if we can cheese him. Just cheese. All the cheese, right? Let's grab this. Easy. All right, now we've made it upstairs. It took us an eternity to make it up here. Let's hope that we don't just die instantly. Let's grab this. Yep. I'm in combat. What found me? Let's just do this. Let's just make our life easier. Just do this to make our life easier, right? Because this isn't even our health bar, so it's much easier this way. Get out of that. Jesus, I thought we killed all these guys. There's still one left. Take that guy out. Now we got this one left. All right, let's do this. This dude's about dead, so it's not that big of a deal. And then after we clear this, we can open the door. Only high rise, and the other one to the tracks. There's that. That leaves me two of these guys I got to deal with. Oh, you bitch. Misread that. Let's try this. I think that'll take him out. Dude, that fucking shield just sucks. Retribution. Easy game. Oh, beta trance. Nice. I forgot that we got those. I mean, we're not going to be able to utilize it, obviously. Let's go back here. We didn't get these guys yet. We ran past them. We're not in combat now, so hopefully we can get it. Okay. Now let's get up here. Let's open this. I definitely want to get this door open before anything else. Let's wait for him to turn around. We'll just do this easy. He's going to turn around here in a second. When he does, we take him out. Super easy. Unlock this. Okay, now we have access to go back down. We only have one potion. Might as well just take. Might as well just go ahead and do. Right. Instead of going to a new zone, we might as well just deal with this. We'll have to deal with those guys when we go back up, but it's fine. It's worth. Need to remember that I have grenades and stuff. Like, I never use them. Wait for him to turn around. We'll get the easy clear on this guy. Oh, fuck, dude. All these guys are back? That's kind of irritating. So I think, basically, we have... Like, this is the only way to go, right? Is out here. But then from here, we have multiple directions. Does that sound right? I don't know. Okay, we got that. So I think we can go to the left or down bottom. Just go left. Seems easiest. Wait for this fucker to turn around. Because the hair and outfits are so much better. It's so much easier to tell, right? I changed the outfit again. We went with something that looked just a little bit different. Is there anything up there? Or on there? Or around here? Ooh, there's a thing here. Where does that go? Might as well see where this goes, right? Like a Bond girl running around, basically. Bro, I gotta sneeze so bad. Where does this go? It's there. I just don't know when it's gonna happen. So we literally came down here for this one human? That doesn't sound right. This must be how you get it. I bet you have to swim across. I bet you have to swim across to that other island, so that's why you come down here. Spy 9? None of yo. I imagine this is just to get over there. Right? I mean, you could probably do it from there, too. I don't see anything else down here. There's nothing else down here that really makes sense. Let's go back up. Oh, fuck. Because I feel like you could get to that other side from another way, too. If there's something there that I'm missing and you guys know about it, let me know. But for me, I don't really think it was that much. Should have took out most of that. Alright, there we go. Alright, so let's kill this thing really quick. Alright, let's see. This thing's almost dead. Alright, that one's done. Is there anything else over here? It feels pretty barren. What up, Chaos? How you doing, mate? Guess we can go down here and see if there's anything down here, right? Let's go down here. There's a body there? Anything good? Anything good, my friend? Nope. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's really anything down here. Getting close to the end of your first playthrough. We're trying. Playing Stellar Blade. Smoking in the mat. So it's YouTube time. Dude, that checks. How's your Stellar Blade going? I don't think there's really anything else to do here. Right? I think we just go over to the other place. I don't think there's really anything else here. Unless there's something here, but I don't feel like it. I feel like we're done here. Then we go back out across. And now we go this way. So I think we can come down from the other side. It's going to be much, much easier to do. We're going to deal with this fucking thing. That didn't work. Second playthrough because you're having too much fun with the combat. That's good though. Are you coming? I blocked that instead of doing whatever, but it's fine. Okay. So, can I not make that jump across there? I mean, we need to go down that. I'm wondering. Let's see. I mean, we might not be able to, but I have a feeling you can cross it from here to there. Yep, you can. I have a feeling you're gonna go. All right, you can't make that, but you can go down here and then jump across here, which this makes sense, and then go back. Oh shit! Here we go. All right, let's cook. Also, a path leads up to the top. Yeah, Eve, it's your choice. So we've got to take this out, and then we're gonna have to probably swim back across and then come back up. So. Go like this because we're getting surrounded and we don't want to be surrounded, right? Oh, there's more? Oh my god. Please heal. That did nothing for me. So many of these things. Just so many of them little fuckers. So many of them, dude. I just hate those little things. They're not like hard. It's just so many. All right, I think we got everything. We had Taki. We could use Taki at any point in time, so. All right. We'll get through this, and I guess we have to swim back over, right? Because I bet we can't climb back up where we came down. So. Do you have the path to like get back up or swim across? Because I'm pretty sure you have to go across that way and then back up to go up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's over there. Pretty sure you can't go back up from here. I'm pretty sure you gotta go back around. Yeah, the path behind you. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's this way, right? Unless it'll let you climb up these, but it gives you a rope to go up. Oh, that. Interesting. Well, there was basically nothing over there on that path, but I took it anyway, so I don't know if there was like something I missed over there, but... hello? Let's go up. Because there was basically nothing over there on the ground. Continue the rail and then go up instead of going down like we did. We're not doing bad, though. Continue this way. Keep going forward till the end. Yup, that's what we figured. Well, there's a down and there's a round. Should we go down? Go around. Is there anything good down there? I mean, it doesn't show any chests or anything. I'm not really seeing anything like from my scan. Unless there's something really good up that red one. Go that way on your way back. Okay, so it's just a back thing. Just trust your third playthrough, brother. All right, man, I'm trusting you guys. I'm trusting you motherfuckers. Stay on this road. All right. I trust you motherfuckers. Oh, shit. Hey, stop going the wrong way. I was trying to turn your ass around. Anything back here? Anything back here? Nope. Big sad. All right, boys. There's an object. Looks like we got to save. We need those. Rob's boss coming up soon? Question mark? Think we got a boss soon? This feels like a boss soon moment. Let me go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Ready? All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got, right? All right, so we use the shop. Let's go ahead and sit since we haven't killed anything here. Might as well get our potions and stuff back. Okay. Let's get up. All right. We just came down there. Looks like... Okay, yeah, so it was a boss fight. Oh, it's one of these? Is this a big one of them? This is a normal one. Oh, shit, dude. There's so much stuff. And we're gonna die. We're gonna die. Yep, we're gonna die. I hate these things because I hate their attacks. Their attacks are such a pain in the ass to see. We're gonna die here. That's fine. Okay. More. Got hit in the back. Didn't even see it. I really wish there was a wider field of view. Really wish there was a wider field of view. Attacks. See you, baby. I love you. I will see you tonight. Yeah, message me. Let me know what you want to do for dinner. Judge wants mirrors and wide frame. It's just like when stuff can hit you from off screen, it makes it really hard for you to be able to counter it, right? It just makes it really hard for you to counter stuff when it can hit you off screen. Personally, just not a huge fan of it. Especially like this game is really bad about it with like all the ads. It like normally will put a ton of ads on the screen, and you're just like constantly getting peppered. See what I mean? Like there's just constantly like things spawning from off screen and they just walk up and hit you in the back. And I'm treating this like a boss fight, so until it's done, like I'm not gonna heal. It's definitely a boss fight. See how there's like a wall? Like a wall that I can't get past. There's another set of ads spawning in. Just so many ads, man. We're gonna go talkie. Just too many ads, man. Do I get the... Yeah, you get the girl's abilities that you killed. Yeah, you get Talkie's abilities. That about killed me. Right off the rip. Dude, I tried to dodge back. I think we can do it without healing. It's just a lot of ads. It's just a lot of ads. It's just a lot of ads. The ads are what make it so bad. It's not even like this dude's fight is like a big deal. See, like I'm gonna get peppered from the back from like 100 things behind me. So I'm at half health from fighting this one guy. I thought he was out of the move because he stopped, so that was just unfortunate. We're blocking too much. We're taking too much block damage. Alright, so what's next? Now it's this guy again. We don't have Taki to help out, so let's just try to take out these littler ads. They're just irritating. Try this. Dude, he hit us through that, which was really, really unfortunate. Oh man, this is gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a minute. I mean, I could heal and just get past it. It really wouldn't matter. It's not technically a boss fight, so. Plus, if there's a boss after all this, then. Thought he was gonna hit me on the way back up. See what I mean? Like, look at all these ads behind me just fucking pelting me. It's just ads, really? Yeah, you don't consider this a boss fight? It's just a bunch of fucking irritating ads. As long as... Should be fine. Try using your Y. I don't even know what button Y is. Because it depends on if you're on, like, PlayStation or not, right? And if you've got it set up, because the biggest issue is like some of my like LTY, I don't think I have, right? Like LTY isn't like fully capped like some of the other abilities are. I'm dead. The AoE one though, I don't think I have it capped. Pretty good clear ads for like small shit. Yeah, I just don't think I have it capped. If that makes sense. Because like some of my other abilities I have like, you know, pretty far onto them. But like that one I really don't have anything there. Okay, so what's the next ads? This guy? Oh, don't take that! Should have had that. Fuck it. That was just my bad. Just messed up there at the end. Gotta stop taking these hits. I hate this guy. It's like the burning passion of 1,000 suns. So I hate these guys. This guy specifically, I hate his attacks. I'm waiting for him to kill me and just start over, basically. I'm just waiting for him to kill me, start over. I fucking ate every attack he threw at me. Alright, let's go again. I literally ate every attack he threw at me. Alright, let's go. Can't time him. This guy's so irritating. Alright, now we can focus on these little irritating needlers. Okay. Next one's this set. Okay. All right, let's try that. Now we're on to this guy. Pick up these littles. All right. I thought that was a multi. Here we go. Forgot that was a 3-hitter. There's that. Okay, now it's this guy. Where's he at? You gonna like come at me or no? Try this. Why didn't that do anything? There we go. We'll take that. Okay, now what's the next thing that's gonna spawn in? What's the next thing? Was that it? Okay. So if we save, does that come back? God, I hope not. Alright. Nice. Nice. I did terrible. I did terrible. Terrible. Way too many heals on that. I think that's like a boss, though. Like, I don't think it's going to come back if I heal. I don't think it will, but... Surviving's nice. That is true. Surviving is nice. Alright, I think we go this way. We'll take a survival. Sometimes that's all you can hope for, right? Sometimes it's all you can ask for. Let's see if I can see anything over here. I think this is just an empty box. I think this is just an empty box, right? I think we just go this way. I mean, it looks like we can go up, too. Looks like we have to go up. Back here, nothing. Grab that. Grab. Okay. Grab that. Okay. Let's try this again. Can you grab that? You cannot. Okay. Can we do this? Where the fuck is this box? Oh, there's a door. Well, that checks. That checks. Should have checked for a door first. Alright, up we go. Up we go. Go here. Go here. Looks like we can run those walls or we can go over here. Let's do that. Looks like it's a wall run. Doesn't seem like there's anything else here. So we've got a wall run and then a jump. Into that. Is there anything else over here? Are there anything else? Doesn't look like it. Looks like we can go up there. Can we go around this corner? Doesn't appear as such. Alright, up we go. Gonna be the last two of these things here soon. Ooh, crate. Crate and fence. Fence over there. Anything over here? Look like it. Alright, let's go this way. Crate. What do we get? Ooh, something purple. Alright, nothing over here. Going up here. Looks like a path down. Or maybe a path over. Do you think the path down matters? Think there's anything down here? Is that where I came from? That can't be where I came from. Literally doesn't look like there's anything down there. Maybe it's the right way. Maybe nah, it can't be the right way, and this can't be the wrong way. There's paint here. Now I'm confused. I hate when there's multiple directions. I guess let's go see what's down here. Yeah. It's got to be something, right? It has to be. Mini boss? I don't know. Can't just be this crate. No way. There's got to be something here. Nothing over there. Is it just nothing? This just feels wrong. Okay, nothing it is. It still feels wrong. It feels like there's something there. Feels like there should be, and I'm just missing something. All right, let's go up. All right, and then this way. All right, let's go. We're cooking. We're cooking, chat. We're cooking. All right, what's over here? We're gonna go up. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. Here. Grab that. More yellow paint. What is this? RT. Yellow paint so you can't miss, right? Up. Up. What's this? And then around the corner. Do we get a save spot anytime soon? Jesus. I feel like we've been going for a while without a save spot. There we go. We got it. Unlocked. Anything good? Probably nothing. Slugs. All we got was ammo. Alright. It's probably there because people fall, right? Like, that was there in case of when I fall. Alright, which way? Which way do you think we're supposed to go? Think we're supposed to go straight, or do you think we're supposed to go this way? I don't know which way we're supposed to go, but we're going to try this one first. I don't know if we were supposed to try to jump across. I feel like you couldn't have made the jump across even if you wanted to. Giving me a lot of, like, revives. I mean, there's shit in this building. Over here. Okay, now up here. Bunch of those fucking horse things. Hey, hey, a camp. We'll take this. Let's see what we got. Wants me to sit, and it wants me. It says I got something good. So let's see what we got good first. I don't think it was an outfit. Nano suit. Maybe we got mats for one. Daily Sailor, diving suit 3, planet diving suit 6. Get that. We'll see what it looks like. Yeah. Not bad. Drone. We got 2 modules. We'll save up for this. Okay, so now it wants me to sit. Let's see what we get. Let's see what news we've got from sitting. Surprised I survived? It's not my fault. Okay. What do we got here? All right, we got everything there. Let's go up. We got a horser and a puker. Looks like we jump over from here. Is there anything over here? Can we not grab that? That's interesting. Can we come backwards from here? Interesting. So we can come back over that, but we can't go over that. That's interesting. Hello? Oh my god, dude. I fucking hate this horse. I fucking hate this horse. I'm dead. I don't even know what the actual boss here is. What is the actual boss here? Is it both of them? I think it's the corruptor thing in the middle, right? It's not the actual little horse. I think the little horse is just irritating. Dude, when you miss that one, it's like it will not let you get the follow-up. Like the second hit, it feels like it literally just won't let you get the follow-up. Is that the boss? What, is that the boss? Oh my god, dude. I need to figure out which one I need to be trying to kill. It can't be both of them, right? It literally can't be both. It can't be that I have to fight both, is it? Okay, so the corruptor is the one, and it's not the horse. This dude just has a lot of health. This is gonna be the bane of my existence, chat. This fight is gonna suck. This might be a problem. Can't. Yeah, if you miss that second one, you cannot parry the third one. It's some weird system that it has set up, but you can't parry it. This is going to be so bad. I don't like this at all, because I already hate fighting multiple enemies at once. Because of how shitty it works. Because you have to try to keep both of them in front of you. Because you can't see how I can't see the one off screen, so I can't tell if I'm about to be hit. See, like that like attack that just came out of nowhere, it's impossible for me to see. This is a terrible fight. Oh man. This is gonna be brutal. I mean, should I just go hard with Taki in the beginning and just try to take out the one? If I can get them to be a 1v1, it's fine. Like, it's not that either one of them by themselves is a problem. It's all perspective. You got this. Yeah, Eve's not built for multiple enemies. It's just the way the game positions its cameras. It's not good. So, like, you literally are kind of fucked with multiple cameras. Like the multiple camera angles just doesn't work out well for you. And then the fact that I can't heal is just gonna make it that much worse. Because you, like, for me, it's about not getting punished, right? Like, after Elden Ring, anything can be defeated, you got this? Oh, absolutely. Damn it, dude. How did that not block? I gotta take out one of these enemies. Dude, my blade flashed. I hit jump forward and I died. This is gonna be rough, chat. I mean, I guess I can try the grenades. I don't know if they're gonna help, but this guy has way too much health. Maybe we just try to dodge instead of parry. And use the dodge like to jump in. Just do what we can here. Because the Corruptors actually probably got less health than the fucking horse does. I think the Corruptors actually probably got less health than the fucking horse. If I'm honest. Bro, you caught me in animation. Bro. I don't know what to do there. I dashed behind and then got hit by the other one. This is gonna be chat. This is gonna be tough, chat. Fucking, I honestly think this thing is gonna be the play to go after. You might have to cheese with guns. I guess I can use guns. It's not that guns are like not allowed, right? Since they're like chasing you. Since they're cheesing you. Oh, dude, I just can't see the attack coming off screen. You know what I mean? I mean, do I think the guns will do enough damage? How tanky they are. This is looking like hard mode health. This is normal. This is just normal. Can you change your build in this game? Not a whole lot. Like, there's not really a lot you're going to be able to do. Right now, I'm just trying to not get shit on. They're like side chick and main chick? Yeah, dude, this is just so rough. I'm gonna get hit from the side is what happens. It's not that like any one of them is hard. It's the fact that I can't fucking see which one's trying to hit me. You see what I mean? Like I just can't see which one's trying to hit me. Trying to remember how to even change my fucking ammo. I thought it was the D-pad. Bro, this is just so rough. This one might break me, guys. D-pad while aiming down. That's what I thought I did, but it didn't freeze. It didn't freeze the game. This one might break me, chat. This one might be one that I have to heal. It is the literal. This is my least favorite part of this game is fighting two enemies at once. By far is my least favorite part of this game is fighting multiple enemies. Fill your burst and bait energy to the max and then fight them. It's just, which one should I focus on, right? Like, because I feel like the Corruptor is the one you focus on. I feel like you just run away from that asshole and you just focus on the Corruptor. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Corruptor actually has less health. I'm gonna get hit in the back. Is this the main story? It is. This is the main story. Welcome to every other game. I'm trying, chat. I am really trying. I'm giving this my fucking best. Or you can just heal. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like on this particular fight, this is an optional boss. So can I skip this? So you're telling me I can completely skip this? I don't have to do this? Is it worth doing? If it's optional, just heal. You could have just skipped this area. No! Fucking don't aim at the wrong person, you goddamn tard. What are you even doing? You can come back and do it when you're higher level. I mean, it'll help some, but... It does count towards the full boss challenge achievement. I'm trying, chat. I really am, but I feel like doing this without healing is going to be rough. In all honesty. Just because you get punished off screen so much. Like, even if I'm playing right. Like, even if I play it perfect, I feel like I'm still getting punished. You can backtrack, but it's not going to make much of a difference. Yeah, like, in my current build, like, in my current level in this game, it's not going to make much of a difference. Like, it's not going to make a huge difference compared to, like, where I'm at now. I'm gonna get hit in the back here in about 3 seconds. Because I can't fucking... Yes. Fuck this. How did it not hit the other one? Why am I locked onto you? God damn it. I'm like trying to decide if I want to go backwards or forward because that attack was coming from behind me. So like, where do you decide, you know? Fuck out of here, you stupid son of a bitch. What did stop fucking being locked into the wrong thing? Did you just dodge the poison? You can some, but you can't do all of it. You can dodge some of it, like, for sure. Like, I'm not saying I couldn't dodge a lot of it, but the problem is getting hit off screen. Right? Like, getting hit off screen is really challenging. Oh, come on. Tell me that didn't dash behind. I know I hit the fucking buttons. I knew I hit the fucking button there. I just feel like healing is cheating. It just fucking gives you that forgiveness that you need, though. Mic drop. I mean, I want to beat the game. I can stay here forever. It's not Elden Ring. So... See, always a way to defeat. Well, see, the issue, Sprit, is typically I do the bosses without healing. I think you could have beat it with no heals. Maybe it would have just took luck. These guys aren't worth it. See, that's why I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's where I was like, hey, I'm going to try to... Typically, all the bosses up to this point, I've beat them without healing. But that boss was so obnoxiously punishing. Specifically because... of the two fights. Is there anything else I need to grab while I'm over here? Because of fighting both at the same time, it was just obnoxious. Do we just jump across here? Or is there something else I need to grab? I think we just jump across, right? Yeah, one's done. The other one just wrecks. GG's. We made it. I don't know. We'll see. Fucking if I fucking miss something, I miss something. I deal with it later. Hey, I remember this place. This was everybody's like, you'll come back to this. I remember that. Now we gotta figure out the other way we gotta go, right? What's that? You have a frame that gives bonus with healing. You do it all the time. Yeah. Why is this only 720p? It shouldn't be on my end. You guys should be able to watch over 720p all day. There's no reason you should be stuck at 720p on my streams. Is anybody else like seeing me stuck? No 1080? It should be. There's no reason that you should be stuck on 720 on my setup. You're on 1080? It might just be an encoder issue. Just try refreshing. Could just be a weird encoder issue. You're rocking 160? Killing me, where do? You're on 1080 as well on YouTube, so yeah. I'm assuming that it's just a weird encoder thing. Sometimes Twitch will do that when you're watching from your side. You're on your phone? No idea. Look at Lamau. Alright, so that was an optional boss. Which way? Which way? So last time we went that way, was that the wrong... No, that had to be the right way. So maybe we jump straight across. Maybe we were supposed to jump straight across. Let's try it. Right. The hair's kind of cute. I don't think it looks bad. You have to go all the way back to the parking. Wait, so I have to go back where I came from? So this was fully an optional. Strange, it's the same. I don't know what to tell you then. Because, like, it shouldn't be 1080. So can I just use this to go across? Can I use this to get across or not? Or should I just go back up and slide down? Should probably just go back up and slide down, right? Alright, now I gotta figure out where I need to go. Yeah, I have no idea why you'd be stuck on 1080 right now. I mean, I could try opening my own browser and seeing what I'm getting, but... Any friendly NPCs? I mean, there's some, but not really. Oh, we got a free weapon core out of that, so... let's sit. I mean, here, let me... While this is going on, here, I'll open my own stream. Tab, close. Yep, you can see here. If I go like this, you can see right here, quality 1080. So I have it, so... I don't know what's going on, man. That's weird. Well, as far as I can tell, she doesn't wear anything super sexy, so you can get it. You quality options from 1080. Yeah, the encoding should be fine. It just sounds like it's something weird on PubDad's side. I mean, most of the NPCs you run into are just all audio. Like, there's like a town and shit, but yeah, you're not gonna get some crazy NPC. Okay, so let's take this back down. And then we have to go all the way back to the parking garage? Is what you're saying? So we gotta go back the way we came. Alright, let's try to figure out where we're going. Because we only need, what, one more? So hold on. If I hit that, both of them are that way, so we don't need to do anything this way. So... Is this the end of the world? What's the lore? Sort of. Like, we're back here in post. It's kind of really fucked up lore. Basically, we're here to kill these, like, Neambites or whatever they're called. That's the things you've seen us fighting. But over time, we've figured out that actually what's happening is those are humans. So, like, these things are actually humans, and we're androids. Or, like... I don't want to say we're like androids, right? But we're basically robots. But we were told that we were the humans, and that we had sort of like evolved ourselves to the point we're at. But effectively, what ended up happening is we are not human. And these things that we're killing are humans that sort of like push their evolution faster. Effectively. Basically Near Automata story. You could say that. Costume on the left here. Did I not grab it? Oh, is this the one where you have to jump down and around? Yeah, it was like when you first start out, you're told that you're coming here to like save humanity. And then while you're here, you find out that you're actually not saving humanity. You're kind of subjugating or killing them because humanity basically, like, you know, built robots and stuff like that. And then the robots sort of figured out that, you know, humanity's not really a good thing and that they were better off without them. So they started, like, getting rid of them, and then humanity wanted to get stronger, blah, blah, blah. Did the creators say the plot was poor? Yeah, I mean, it's not some, like, really crazy involved plot, so... Okay, so there's two more of these. One is this way. Yeah, it's not anything, like, crazier to write home about or anything. It's not gonna go back through here. Is this, or do I need to go back up? Do I go up from here? I think I go up from here. Basically, we the bad guys. Yeah, it's basically what it boiled down to. Is like, we're actually the bad guys. Go up. You gotta create hot characters and no one will care about the story. I mean, the story's like okay. It's just nothing crazy. It could have been more developed. Yeah, the creators, like, obviously said the story could have been much, much better. The story's okay. It's like, it's not great. It's not bad. It's just a story, you know? There's like a lot of lore through memory chips and stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's what it is, right? It's like, okay. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing amazing. So there's this one over here. It's okay. Like, it's not like the best story I've ever played, but just kind of is what it is, right? I played games with better stories. I played games with worse stories. Half of the time, let's be honest, like, I don't even really care about stories games unless I'm playing specifically because it's a story game and I want to see the story. Most of the time, I'm just playing for the combat and the action and the ability to collect things. So, is that a robot buddy? Yeah. So those are basically my friends. They just use the robot to communicate with me. So you'll hear my friends every once in a while. They're using the robot to communicate. Jesus, this sucks. Oh, my favorite, a bunch of fucking enemies. Fighting a bunch of enemies at once is my fave. Retribution, let's do this. See if we can do this without getting killed by all the 500 ads behind me that are just like, just slowly plucking damage on me for no reason. Here we go. Let's do that. Yeah, I mean, the game's not bad. I like it's, you know, it's like a Souls-like game, right? So if you like Souls-like combat, then it's not bad. Do you lose anything when you die? There's not like souls or anything you're collecting. So, not really. I mean, other than your progress. Other than like your progress through the map, the answer is no. Not what I was trying to do there. Let's try this. Yeah, it's not like a Souls game. Because, like, realistically, you don't lose anything in a Souls game. You just have to go pick it back up, right? Like, you don't actually lose anything. You just, like, lose your souls. But you can just go pick them back up. So... oh, shit. We're fucked. Let's try this. But yeah, unlike a Souls game, you don't have to go back and pick up, like, your XP or anything. So, I need to switch my bullets back over. There. I mean, if you like Souls-like combat, then you probably like this some. Basically, it just keeps the punishment to the combat, yeah. Which, some of these can be really pretty rough. Some of them aren't too bad, but some of them are actually, like, pretty tough. Like, some of these fights are actually pretty rough. Cutscenes and the gameplay are just too jiggly. I mean, I don't think it's, like, terrible, but, I mean, it's definitely a personal preference for you. Not partial to Souls games, but you really like Stellar Blade. I think it's got, like, the right level of... it's got, like, a good mix of difficulty versus punishment, right? Like, to where Souls games is just, like, brutally punishing all the time. Not appropriate if kids are present. I mean... I guess not. Maybe. I don't know. I guess that's definitely a personal decision on your end. Or on, like, whoever, like, whatever parent's end. I mean, I'm not running around in lingerie, so... You can put different outfits on. Like, there's perfectly normal looking clothes. But I get it. The game is rated M. That is fair. To be fair, the game is rated M due to violence and blood and stuff, right? But I completely understand the whole, like, your view of not, you know, it's not really kid-friendly or a good game to play when kids are present. So, I get that. Fully get it. Fully get it. I don't view it to be, like, too overt of a gooning game, so... I do think there's more to this game than just like looking at your character climbing up the ladder or whatever. I mean, you're definitely going to find people who that's what they do, but you have kids, not appropriate. Oh yeah, for sure then. If you have young kids, then it's probably not appropriate, right? Like if they're not of age to play the game, then yeah, it's definitely not appropriate for them. I can't disagree with you on that. Activate camp. Heal. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, so see, this is her friends talking to her. That's why you're on your phone instead of your PC, just to check in. I get it. This area used to almost be free of the... So those are basically the humans. Back then they didn't like water. Alright, let's go. I don't think I need to cap out my ammo. I think my ammo's fine. Right here's the ladder. This should be the last one of these. We were doing this for one of our friends. We're literally here for a friend of ours. Like, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be here. Your little pony hair? Yeah. Like, I like this hair. This hair is from Nikki. Like, from, whatever the Nikki game is. Eve is 8.5 with they could have put some main characters like War Death from Darksiders and he still enjoyed the game. Yeah, I honestly think that there's obviously a portion of the game audience who just enjoyed this because of gooning. But I honestly think that the game and the combat, you could have put a male protagonist in here and done something like Kazan and it would have been perfectly fine. Shift up, a particular art style. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was like Infinite. Well, I don't think it was Infinite Nikki. It's one of the Nikki games. I don't think it's Infinite Nikki, though. Is valid. I think that, yeah, I mean, it definitely looks better here than some of the shit you see on First Descendant, though, right? I mean, I would be happy for this melee to be put in First Descendant. I just don't think it'll work. Literally collect them. That's awesome. They're adding a female Kazan in the game. Yeah, we talked about that the other day. I'm not a huge fan of gender swaps, but whatever. I'm not a big fan of gender swaps when they go male female or female male. I think you could just leave that alone for the modders and it would be perfectly fine. Like if people just really care about that much. Like I think if you you know what I mean, like if you wanted a female protagonist Kazan, you could have just made a game for it, but they're doing it to appeal to a certain player base. That normally doesn't do anything for me personally, but yeah. But I completely, you know, I get it, but... Hold on. Give me a second, let me get down through this track and then I'll catch back up on chat. Oh, fuck, I really wish I could have retributioned that. If I would have known, that would have made my life 10 times easier, right? Like at how fast that was. I'm gonna get hit in the back again. Told you. I fucking literally hate this horse. I hate this horse with the burning passion of 1,000 suns. There's the costume close. Your face is on track. I'm trying to do what I can. Trying to do what I can. All right. All right. Your ex was brawny. That's funny though. One more costume. Okay. Next gen Ghostbuster movies. What do you mean? And it was still okay. There are times where it's okay, but I really wish that you just wouldn't trade on the name. I'm just that guy. Like if you want to make Ghostbusters, then just make something new, call it something different. Just call it something different. Because like even if you were to be like, well, it's Ghostbusters but it's not Ghostbusters, then it's like, okay, well then don't use any of the Ghostbusters stuff, right? Like don't trade on the Ghostbusters IP, because it's not Ghostbusters, it's something different. Like if you're gonna make Ghostbusters and then you're gonna like gender swap the entire cast and change the story, then just call it something different. And then, because what you're trying to do with like keeping the name intact is you're trying to like play on nostalgia and bring those fans over, but you're not creating the same story. Gender swap one was not good. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think, did we make it? We made it. I understand the concept. It's just the way I feel. There's sometimes I make like really good base decisions, right? And there are times I don't. And people don't agree with me, and that's fine. Gender swaps and race swaps in stories are ones that I don't like. Like just make a new story. Just make a new story. Could have been good, but the writing direction were terrible. I mean, it's just my view on it, yeah. Again, and I'm fully aware that sometimes I just say things that people don't agree with, but I think in this one, you're just trading on the nostalgia of something, and you're trying to use that to boost the IP. But you're not actually staying true to the IP. Terrible stereotypes for female characters. You're finally getting rid of the bad casting for Snape. Are they really? That's in my view, that's a good thing. But they cast Snape. Yeah, they did a race swap on Snape. Because like in general, you agree, right? It's just a general statement, right? Are there times that it can be done well? For sure. Blah, 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 right? There's always there's always an exception to a rule, but my general rules, I don't like them. If so, you might actually watch it, yeah. Because like, if they were to race swap Hermione to be black, I wouldn't really have much of an issue with that. Can I please jump? Jesus. If they race swapped Hermione to be black, I wouldn't have an issue with it. Because Hermione wasn't ever really called out to be like Caucasian, and you could make an argument that based on her description, she could have easily been black, right? Like you can make that argument, and I can go, you know what? Like I can see your argument, and I'm okay with it. You cannot, yeah, because it's just, well, just like Snape, the entire way that Snape is described implies that he's not. I mean, that implies that he was who he was. He was just a black guy. He literally hates. He just hates J.K. Rowling. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of that. Dude, can I not make that swim? The story's because of who he was in the first play. Story, James Bond had a bunch of casts over the decade. There's only one Jack Sparrow. I think you can, yeah, I think that's a conversation, right? Like how they change like somebody like James Bond, because that's just in the lore of like what they've done with him forever. And I wonder how you get over there. If you can't swim it, that's going to be tough. Please get out of the water. Please get out of the water. But why be anything if you hate J.K. Rowling? I don't understand why people are that way. I don't know that I can make... I mean, you obviously can make it to that island. I just don't know from where. I mean, you can obviously make it over there, right? Tom Feldman got Draco. Broadway play for the Cursed Child. I saw something about him being, like, super happy about it. Can I make it from here? You think I can make it from here? Get up, get up, get up. Why do you swim under the water? Why did it swim under the water? Maybe because my camera angle was aimed down. I guarantee you can get over there, right? You've got to be able to get over there. Where's going to be the best way to do it from? Is it, you think it's going to be from here? You can get over there? Yeah, I just got to get better. Okay, so you have to do it from the other side from there. So I'm just bad. Said the Korea can't fix Hollywood. Maybe one day. Hollywood has to fix Hollywood? Maybe. Maybe they'll be able to. Oh, shit. God damn it. Dude, it's like, I know I can make this. I know I can make this. It's just, I feel like I have to do it here. I feel like I have to do it here. Swim. Swim fast, swim fast. Close. Jesus fucking Christ. All of that for like that little bit of gold, right? That's all we got out of that. I don't know if we make it back across, but I don't think we really... Was that all that was over here? I don't feel like that was worth the effort. I don't feel like that was worth the effort at all. I'm gonna go jump across here, see if we make it back. Exploration. I didn't see anything else unless you guys know something else that was here. I didn't see anything. I'm leaving. I'm calling it. Oh my god, that's a death. I turned around and it used my double jump. So I could only like do a single jump because I fell off the edge, right? Alright, we're done. We're moving on. We're fucking moving on, boys. We are fucking moving on. Hello? Ah, dude, the movement is the bane of my existence. All right, and then from here to there. And then from here to there, and then from here to here. Perfect. We cook. We cook, chat. We cook. This feels like a thing. Hey, so the ship is here. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I had to get rid of those AA things so it could get in here. I was like, wait a minute, this is one of those like Mordor situations, but then I just remembered why we did what we did. It couldn't actually get here until we did what we did. I was so confused for a second. I didn't want to talk about it. All right, so we're good to go. Anything out here? Nothing's out here. Nothing over here. Anything laying around? A little bit of cash. Anything over here? On the south side edge. So I think we're supposed to go inside, maybe? I don't know why we couldn't just went around the other side. It would have been much, much easier. Oh, wait. Okay, door. Hey, here we go. All right, what do we got here? What did we come here to get for her? There was something that she was like, she just has to get from here. She needed something secret. It better be good. Whatever it is, it better be good. See if there's anything good in here. Think rare plants could grow in such a place. Okay, so I think we came in back there. Is there anything cool in here? I imagine there's probably nothing too crazy in here. Doesn't appear as such. Wait. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that like is standing out that I should be able to find? Question mark. Meh. All right, tell me something good. Okay, if I missed something, I missed it. It's my bad. She looks defeated? Question mark. Did she find what she was looking for? You're good? Alright, as long as I didn't miss anything. Do you have 100 hours? What, in this? No. The colleague who also survived? Okay. What do you mean do I have 100 hours, pub? Only's greatest hacker. Interesting. So why are you waking her up? How long have I played this? A few streams, probably. Maybe like 4 so far. 4 or 5. This is probably like the 5th stream. We're a little ways into it. We're getting to the point where we're towards the end of the game. So it's not bad. I don't think, I mean, if you want to play multiple New Game Plus in order to collect everything, you could probably get upwards, you know what I mean, of like 60 hours, but I don't think it's really that far of a game. I would be a lot faster, like a lot further if I wasn't trying to just like not heal kill the bosses, so we'll just play it by ear. And then I think the ship was like over here. Thought I saw some stuff by the ship that I could pick up, but it looks like it's nothing really, man. Just like some small littles. Probably nothing really crazy. Look like there's anything real crazy out here. Advanced polymers. See if there's anything else over here, but Statue of David. What's over here? Looks like there's something over here. I just don't know what it is. Nothing crazy. Some Bitcoin. Some Bitcoin. It's not bad. She looks like Kaya a little bit. Luna's done. Time for Wuthering Waves. Dude, nice. 92 hours, 100% collected. Every corner of the map explored. 132 hours. Dude, that's crazy. No. I said what? Yeah, what I had said. What? It just depends. I was making an assumption that you would maybe be able to be 60 hours into it, but it sounds like it's not that easy. Sounds like there's a lot to it, so. Motivation, this is the cheerleader outfit you were talking about. Yeah, I mean, it definitely sounds like there's a lot of crazy stuff in here. I've not beaten the game, right? Like, I've only played it the one time so far. The game's been fun so far, though. Like, I've definitely enjoyed the game, and I've enjoyed the combat, so I can't be too mad about it. So I think now we're moving to, I think, probably the last phase of the main game, right? The entire run can be done in 10 hours. That's quick.
何かあったの？どうもまずいことになってるようだ。悪いがザイオンへ戻らせてくれ。待って、ここまで来たっていうのに。だったら一人で行く。今ザイオンに戻っても事態が良くなるとは限らない。
So we're going alone?
イブ。戻る気なら先に私を降ろして。
I can do this alone? Alright. See how we do.
待った。私いいアイデアひらめきました。私がドローンでナビするのはどうです？その間にアダムはバイクでザイオンに戻ればいい。どう？完璧でしょ？
Interesting.
ドローンの操縦はそんな簡単なものじゃない。広い視野を持って迅速かつ適切に判断をしながら。
あとはスタビライザーとスキャナーとリンクセンサーに
One way or another? Oh yeah.
待て、いつの間に。
レールガンをいじってる時に分かっちゃった。
Figured out we modified the gun rail, went for some test drives too. So she's already been prepping for this. Nice. Bro, are you trying to talk her out of it? Do you want to leave Eve here alone? I mean, like, it's either you leave her here with it or you leave her alone. Like, which one would you prefer? Obviously.
だが俺が戻るまで無茶はするなよ。分かってるな、リリー。
Just drop the hover bike on the water. Perfect. Wonder how far of a like a drive back that is. That could be a shitty fucking ride if it's like 12 hours. Why don't they add multiplayer mod or co-op? You don't remember any? Well, because it was on console forever, so you can't really mod consoles. Now that it's on PC, you might be able to find like a multiplayer mod here soon. But as like a fresh game, it's going to take a little while. Well, like a fresh PC game. Because you have to create like a whole netcode structure, and the game doesn't have one in it intrinsically. So it would take a little while to get a mod like that worked out. Like multiplayer mods are always pretty rough. Like think about how long it was to get one for Elden Ring, and even still after all this time, it still has issues. You almost have the plat. You getting close? How close are we, Zinky? Farming some stuff. Close now? Assign module socket types 10 times. Did that 6 times so far. Damn, dude, you got to do that for the plat. It'll take a little while. You'll have more than enough though. It just takes a little bit of time. Scarlet moveset mod over to Eve. Still in work in progress. Yeah, like some of those mods take just a little bit of time. At least they're doing, you know, at least the modding community's like working on stuff though. Typically, if the modding community's working on stuff, it's a good sign, because that just means that there's like a good chance the game will survive, right? Like well-modded games normally do well. I don't think there's anything down there. As long as the game has a good solid modding community, they can make a lot of good changes. Keep the game nice and healthy, new content and shit. There's really anything here. I think I have like 7 SP. I should probably like upgrade my skills at some point. Are we supposed to fight? Remind me that I need to upgrade my fucking skills. I forgot that I have like 7 or 8 SP points that I could just upgrade at any point in time. Said he believes you can do better. That's always good though, right? Like that's always nice to have them, you know, talking about the mods and trying to find a way to improve them. So that's always a win-win. I mean, I think he's been pretty supportive. Anytime you have a dev that supports modding, you've got a good shot. The slide. Well, fuck balls. Come on. I think we're going up. Nope, we're going down. What do we got here? Am I supposed to be breaking these? I feel like they're not. I mean, that one didn't really attack me, but I feel kind of bad breaking everything, but alright, let's cook this way. That's underwater. Up a little bit. Can we move forward now? There we go. Grab this, investigate. Okay, now let's go this way. Up a little bit, right? Are you behind? I was like, hopefully that dude's turned around. Alright, we're making good. We're making good, right? Easy enough. But that thing is off to the fucking left. That doesn't look good, but... That one's dead. Ladder. Anything over here? It looked like there was like shit inside. There is. There's like a door. Is there a door behind this waterfall? Okay. These? Come on now. Nothing even good in here. Oh, we need this passcode. We'll take that. Free passcode. Let's go this way. Up is probably the right way to go, so... Alright. Just trying to figure things out, right? Let's try this. Maybe that guy gave me the code for this door up here. Maybe this door needs a code. And that guy in there was the code giver for person. Okay, fuck. That wasn't right. Let's try this again. Okay, up here. Her counter skill chains over normal AoE. Scarlet's moveset's way too strong, especially the attacks. Avoid all the ground attacks. The mobs. You know what? I get that though. Okay, come on. I need to... I can't jump there? Okay, what the fuck are you supposed to do here? I'm really struggling on this because I feel like it's showing like maybe you should climb on this or walk on this, but I'm really struggling right now. Maybe you come back around and it flips over. Is it on like a rotator maybe? I feel like this is a comeback for thing. I feel like that's a close. I feel like that's a later me issue. You have to lower the water gate. Okay. And you can climb that rail. Makes sense. Bunny? Change it out. We've been using the bear for a while. Been using the bear for a while. All right, so let's go up the ladder there. Right? I think it's up this ladder. Yeah, I'm assuming we go up. I'm assuming we go up. Close the floodgate. That makes sense. And then you jump out and grab it and go across. Okay. So there's that. There's this camp, which we can activate, but we really can't do anything with, right? It's just a camp. Oh, wants me to sit? Okay, let's sit. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see what they got to say, chat.
Lily, Adam から何か連絡はあった? Lily? Lily? あ、ごめんなさい。なんか言いました？まさか何かあったの？レガシーを見返してただけです。まだ気にしてるの？偽装されたものじゃないか一応確かめてたんです。
Why? What's going on?
でも今は目の前のことに集中して。はい、もちろんです。
Okay. So that just fucking reloaded everything that was below me, right? Yep. Okay. Got all this. We can go back down. Got everything up here. It's time to go back down. No, get off. I don't think there was anything else up there. Can I go across this one too? Doesn't look like it. No. I could do that, but it's not really what I needed to do, right? Let's try that. Basically, no. Okay, now we just go around here. Okay, fuck that up. Great. Just do this and then go up, right? What the fuck, balls? Where did you come from, pup? Didn't even see you, man. Is there another one? Oh, you dick. Dead? Okay. Back upstairs. Back upstairs. Okay, we're good here. Now this will let me go across. And then around. Not doing too bad though. And then around. Can't jump, so we can't jump to speed it up, so I'm assuming the door is going to have a lock and it's going to be that code that we got earlier, so yep. So you would have had to have gotten it anyway. In okay. There we go. Easy game. We're too good at this, chat. Too good at this, basically. Okay, now let's go this way. What's over here? Crane? I don't remember if, I don't know what the fuck I just said there. Every rest of your stream, yo. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, Scoobs. I'm assuming there's probably a lever someplace else to hit that. And then it drops. I imagine you don't do it in here. I don't know where, but I imagine it's somewhere. I have no idea. Oh no, maybe you shoot it. Maybe you shoot it. Right? Yeah, that's where I was like, hey, I bet you shoot this. We were braining. We were braining it. Okay. Now we go like this. It wants me to go that way, so let's not go that way. Let's go this way. Human up there, that looks positive. What's over here? Crate. Anything else over here? Doesn't look like it, right? Let's go up here. Let's go see what's up here. I need some more like body and stuff. I think we're like one body short of a level up. I think we're like one body short of a level up. Oh, damn, we were two. I thought we were only one off. That's big sad. Alright, let's go back to the left. And then let's go back to the right. And then let's go across here. Go here. What? Why is it doing that? I literally just pressed forward and A. I don't know why it keeps going into overdrive. I'm literally doing nothing. It's about to cause me to not make my jumps. Very, very odd that it keeps happening. I don't know what's causing it. right, now let's go grab these. Here. Okay, interesting. I was like, what else is gonna fall off? Alright, we got those. That wasn't bad. It's gonna probably get worse though, right, y'all? Camp. I feel like this is a boss fight, right? I'm gonna assume we're coming up on a boss fight. Let's go to our skills, question mark. Skills are this one. We should have a bunch here. We've got 14 SP. Yeah, we've got a lot. We've got a lot here. Don't forget to upgrade your skills. That's what we're looking at now. Trying to decide. Forgot to remind me. You did now, though. I'm trying to decide if I really want to go hard in the burst skill. Like, I don't really use Taki that way. So, give me a second, guys. I'm gonna use the bathroom just in case we got a boss fight. Then we'll figure out where we're gonna put this SP and we'll play for a little bit. All right. So let's look at like our survival and stuff. Let's just look and see where we want to put these. Some of these are just like counterattacks that I can't remember to make. Let's just do... Alright, let's add that. You never use those multi-tiers? Well, that's like, I would have to remember. And I'm so fucking bad at remembering. Burst attack, that gives you heal is good. Which one is that? This one over here? Tempest? Heals enemies and yeah, HP. Using Tempest, the flurry of blades unleashes powerful trails of burst energy that deals additional... Can't be hurt while you use it, and now you heal. We'll have to try it, man. If it's really good, it'll be worth, like, replacing our normal attacks with it. Like, instead of using what we normally do. Right? Instead of using triangles. I assume we're getting ready to go into a boss fight. We'll try it for a little bit, and then worst case scenario, we have to take the boss fight tomorrow. Use mostly triple threat and shield breaker. I'd probably need to mess with more of them. Shield breaker just takes his shield off as soon as possible, and then triple threat. Because shield breaker just takes more shield damage, like more of their shield off, right? Just in general. Yeah, normally I use triple threat all the time, or like I use triplet or whatever. Like I use this all the time. All attacks after its usage will take more off. Yeah, I think maybe on the second playthrough could definitely mess with it more. But all right, let's go try this boss. Let's go see how bad this is. I'm assuming we're coming up on a boss. All right, hold on. Let me message Rusty. All right, where are we at? All right, let's try this. I'm assuming we're coming up on a boss fight. If not, then we'll do what we can for a little bit, and then we'll pick it up tomorrow. Hypertube. All right. Let's see what we got here. Once shield's gone, like everything just takes so much damage. Oh, dude, you have a bottom? Interesting. I mean, it is true though. Like once an enemy shield's gone, they're basically cooked. So, doesn't look like there's really anything over here. All right, so let's go this way. Looks like maybe go down. Maybe go down. All right, let's go this way. Ningyan. All right, let's grab this. Do we just want to? Can we jump around? Not what I tried to do, but it worked. Game did dumb stuff. We'll make it work though. Second body, second body, second body, second body, second body. I think it rotates them, right? Between body and everything else and beta cores and stuff. I feel like it just rotates them. If it doesn't, I mean it doesn't, but it feels like it does. You could probably just go up and over, honestly. If I can go around, why wouldn't it let me go up and over, right? Hello? Oh my fucking Christ. All right, so we go around. What the fuck are you? What is this? Get up here, biggin. I don't want to fight you on the stairs. You're no fun. I've never seen this dude's attack, so I have no idea how this works. Just don't know how his attacks work. He's got a fucking ton of health though, doesn't he? He's got a ton of fucking health. Alright. And then there's like, is there a mini? Is there a bottom? Is it gonna let me do this? Sure. Okay. Making progress. Okay. Let's open this. Where next? There's a robot in there. There's another one of those. I think it looks like we just go down. Question mark. What hair is this? Whatever it is, it's from the Nikki. It's from the Nikki pack. I'd have to look and see exactly which one it is though. Are you fucking really hitting me from behind while I'm like pinned? Fucker. That was big sucks ass. Okay, moving right along. Yeah. But yeah, the hair's the Noble Elegance. It's from the Nikki hairs, I think. Got a lot to fight here. It's Nikkei, not Nikki. My bad. My bad. All right, where are we at? We grabbed this. We got that. This is this. Let's go here. I wonder, there's got to be a way to go. I'm assuming you can go up and over. Unless you just shoot him out. Yep, you got to go up and over or something. I'm assuming you go up and over. This is what, the second one? Is there more now? Yo, I've been careful this whole time. What the fuck? Alright. Okay. That worked. Retribution, that one's done. We still got the guy out there shooting at me, but he should be easy enough. It's just finding him. It's too much. Trying to see if it was going to swing it again. I couldn't tell. I'm going to get shot from behind. I could see the gun. Like, I could see the... We'll let them both come around this corner. Or not. Like, we'll just push them. There. That should be done. That one's dead. Now... We need to turn that one on. We need to open this, and I don't know. Oh, it looks like we just walk into there. Okay, that's not bad. Take those. You were scheming how to get in there? Bro, I was like, dude, this is not gonna be easy, obviously. Super easy. All right. It's always how it works, man. I'm always too big brain. All right, so the last one is in here, probs. Yeah, the last one's over there. So we're gonna go up and over. Did you do the math puzzles? Any of the puzzles that have came up so far, I've done them, I think. We haven't really skipped a lot of content so far. We haven't really skipped like a lot of content, so let's go up and over here. Up. All right. So let's go this way. Sounds like a no. You haven't chosen a mission from the bulletin board. It's literally a math code decipher. No, I didn't do those then. No, I didn't do any of the mission. Like the board ones, I did all the other side missions but those. So, yeah. No, I didn't do that one. Go like this, easy enough. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that kind of stuff, as long as it's not too bad, I don't really mind it. I hate, like, really tedious things. So as long as it's not, like, super tedious, it probably wouldn't have been too bad. But if it was, like, super meticulously tedious, oh, please get off of that. Let's open this. It's like an SAT question? Fuck that. Then I haven't got the arithmetic queen title? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I haven't 100%ed everything. I mean, there's always like additional playthroughs and stuff, so. There's always additional playthroughs that I can do. There's that. I think we'll kill this one real quick. There's difficult math code that strains your brain. Sounds fun. And by fun, I mean sounds not fun at all. Why did you not go into fucking retribution? Hello? Alright, so we got everything. I think we got them all, right? I think we got them all, question mark? Alright, hypertube power is connected. Let's make our way to the hypertube. Alright. Hypertube time. Yes. Can we... Looks like it's only this. Well, I can climb up those. I could have climbed up those. It's fine. It's fine. We could have climbed up those, but it's fine. We'll do it this way. Which one of these was it? This one. Here we go. Not bad. This is gonna have a game you're so OP against basic levels, and the boss will stomp your ass like you're level 1. That's always fun, though, isn't it? Like the boss is just wrecking you. Probably safer than other routes. It might be. Let's find out. That doesn't look good. That looks like a boss. That looks like a boss. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I can already tell this is gonna be a fucking blast. Yeah, we are gonna take multiple times at this. I can tell you that for sure. Bullshit. Oh, come on. Oh, shit. Ow, bro. Yeah, we not making this one first shot. Can I stop hitting these boxes? Oops. Okay, let's try it again. Let's try this again. So if you go up too far, it's just gonna rotate you. Okay, so you can't just like stay on the ceiling, essentially. That's what I was trying to figure out. We're taking a lot of damage just because I was testing it. We definitely took a lot of damage there that we shouldn't have, just because I wanted to test some stuff. So the electric lines, no. We're not going to make it. It's going to take a couple attempts. It's definitely going to take a couple attempts. We'll get through it and see. All right. Attempt 3. Feels kind of floaty. I don't know if that makes sense, but it acts like you should go up and over there, but I guess not, maybe. Oh, shit. I couldn't come off the wall once I jumped. Like jumping from the one side to the other stuck me to the wall. Can you not jump those? No, you can't. Okay. The only reason I was checking that right there at the end was because there was one box and it showed like a green thing in the middle in the air, and I was like, oh, maybe you can, you know, maybe you can jump and grab it. Doesn't look like it. Also, you get stuck to the wall if you jump, so you have to be really careful. So I should have probably maybe went up to the left on that one. What the fuck did I hit there? I thought I cleared that. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to get that one. I don't even understand. And then to say, give Twitch Prime, never miss a moment, like the ones you just missed, Mafia Tactics is basically Mafia Tactics. Basically. Nice stream you got going on. Be a shame to miss out. It would. It would definitely be a shame if you didn't use your Twitch Prime, right? Let's try this out again. Okay, that was just dumb luck. Try this again. I guess maybe I need to be over just a little further. The way that arm like sits out, maybe, I don't know. So for that, I was definitely trying to climb that wall to the left. It just didn't climb. That was just my bad. Yeah, I feel like that heal there is a debate. Shit, dude. Can I please make it down through this? Oh my god, dude. It just would not get unstuck off of the wall. This is brutal. What the hell? Hold on, chat. Give me a second. Interesting. This is interesting. I have a feeling this is going to be our boss. Make him fight in the tunnel? Wouldn't that be fun, huh? What in the Sonic the Hedgehog? That's what I was thinking. Okay. Fuck it, let's just go hard. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. Start you off with like the HP you lost from Traverse. Did they? Am I already low on HP? Interesting. Some of the choice cameras? Oh, for sure. I guarantee it. That was a good spot. You didn't hit. You didn't get hit. You were red health the whole time. Well, we did good, right? I would say we'd consider that a positive. I think I did okay. Is this normal? Yeah, this is normal. I mean, you have to beat the game to do hard, unfortunately. If it wasn't for that, I would be doing it on hard. But the first time you play through, you can't do it on hard, so... Wasn't for that, it would have been on a harder difficulty, but it kind of is what it is. Thought PC might be different. No, it won't let you do it. You have to go through on normal. Unless maybe you have like a mod, right? Like you can, there's mods for everything. You're playing through on hard again for your next playthrough. I bet it's a lot of fun though. I guess I should probably heal. Hard's pretty tough. That's good. I mean, up to this point, other than the one optional boss fight, which I haven't done Scarlet yet, but other than the one optional boss fight, I've done all the bosses without healing. I haven't one-shot them, but I beat them all without healing, so...
Hard's words at the beginning. New game plus is easier because your abilities are already strong. Yeah, I figured that much.
Makes sense, though. Alright guys, I think this is where we end it then for the day. I think we end the stream here, and then we'll pick up on Stellar Blade tomorrow from here, and then we'll just kind of work on that, right? So like after we do First Descendant, or not tomorrow. I don't want to say tomorrow because we're not going to be live tomorrow, but you guys know what I mean. Because you aren't doing much more damage. Oh, I guarantee it. It's probably a lot of fun though. We'll eventually get around to trying a new game plus. We got to clear the first game, and then we got other games on our docket we got to knock out. But thank you guys for being here, guys. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. No, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for the lurks. Thank you guys for the chat. Thank you guys for the conversation. We'll be live again on Wednesday.
Thanks for the follow.
Yo, thanks for the follow. We keep them anonymous. So we'll be live again on Wednesday. We'll start out with First Descendant, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this. If you're somebody that's enjoying the playthrough, you can always head over to YouTube and you can watch my past live streams and find the rest of the playthrough that we've done then. Follow as you. Yo, Joey, I appreciate it, mate. Thank you for the support. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I do got to go, but as always, guys, not sure why it's anonymous. Some people just don't want to be called out. Some people just don't want to be called out. Some lurkers just don't want to chat. So it's just nice for them so they don't feel pressure. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Love you guys, and I will see you guys all on Wednesday. I got to work on some YouTube stuff, so I will catch you guys then. But until then, guys, have a great day, and I will see you guys all later. Take care.